Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. All right, so I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If you are new to my channel, my name is Dina Bryant. I do these inspirational videos, just talking about things I've been through, gone through, and grew through. I also talk about the universe, manifestation, things like that. Okay, so today's video, I wanted to talk about how I manifest and how to manifest. A lot of times we think if we focus on what we don't want, we are able to manifest the opposite of what we actually do want. But if you focus on what you don't want, that's what tends to grow. Okay. Some people, they have this theory where as though they say, well, if you work hard, then you can have whatever it is that you want. And my reality, I don't believe in working hard. And sometimes my belief system from when I was a child, it may tend to come up. But that's a belief system, right? That you have to work hard in order for you to manifest whatever it is that you want. You don't. When you working hard or you feel, oh, I gotta work so hard, that is like you trying to prove that you're worthy. Okay, and what you have to understand, you are worthy. Honey, when you got here, you was worthy. Okay, you are worthy. And so a lot of us, when we think of manifesting, we think of the movie like The Secret, which predominantly it focuses on whatever you think about. That's how you manifest. But it goes a little deeper than that. It's whatever it is that you focus on, and be the person that it is that you want to create, right? Instead of you saying, well, I don't know if I could create the YouTube channel because I don't have X, Y, and Z, right? Then you may not create the YouTube channel because you're waiting for X, Y, and Z. Some people will say, well, I'm going to wait until I get the house and a car and, things of that nature. What you really saying is, I'm going to wait until I'm good enough. And what you have to understand is you are good enough. Anytime you use words like I need, I want, those are lack words. And the universe, it does not know the distinguishing difference between what you say yes to and what you say no to. It only goes based upon energy, vibration, and frequency, which equals alignment. Right? So I'm gonna give you guys a few examples. When I manifested 2 cars, right? I manifested 2 cars. I had money for 3 cars, okay? All right? And I didn't focus on the lack of, I focused on, and I visioned myself in a car, right? And so when I visioned myself on a car, walk as if I have that car, right? I'm not gonna, and I know, right? Like you walk as if you have that car, right? But I act as the person that had a vehicle, okay? I don't put my life on hold until I get that vehicle. Because if you put your life on hold and you say, well, I'm gonna wait until I get there, then that means that you feel like you're not whole. And the truth of the matter is you are whole, okay? Another prime example, okay? And when I manifested the money to get the 3 cars, honey, I did not have to work hard, okay? I thought about the car. I envisioned myself being in a car, okay? And it was this energy. So I'm gonna give you guys this story. I remember I had rented a car, right? And it was like this. It was like the spirit of the moment. I rented a car and I wanted to go to somewhere, to a different state. So I rented a car, and me and my 2 oldest children, we went to Atlanta, Georgia. And I remember driving this. I had the rental probably for like 3 or 4 days. And I remember driving to Atlanta, Georgia. It was like this intense energy that I was feeling. It was like a very warm sensation. And only thing I could think of, that's energy, right? And I just kept on saying, I'm in a car, right? I kept on telling my children, oh, we got this car. Now it was a rental car, but I kept on visualizing myself being in a vehicle. Okay, and so within probably a month or two later, honey, I had money to buy 3 cars. Okay? Wow. Because I focused on what I did want. You don't need to know, well, where's the money gonna come from? How I'm gonna get to this point, to that point, how I'm gonna get from A to Z. Don't worry about that. You let the universe do what the universe needs to do. Your main focus and my main focus is focusing on what we do want. A lot of times, people that say that they want a certain type of relationship. I had a dear good friend of mine who always would complain about the guys that she was getting into relationships with, okay? And I remember my dear good friend came to my house one day, right? And she was telling me, she was sick of the guy that she was, in a relationship with his cheating, his lying. And, this was like something that was usual, right? Like she would come and tell me that this guy's doing this guy's doing that. Like all her relationships mainly was that the guys, they was unavailable. Okay, like they get in a relationship with, the men, and then the next moment, that it was like they unavailable, they cheating, they doing all this stuff. So when she came to my house, I said, all right, what type of guy do you want? Right? And then she started saying like, oh, I don't want a guy that's cheating. I don't want a guy that's lying. I don't want a guy that's, that don't know how to communicate. So she started telling me all the things that she don't want. That's programming. And most of us, we've been programmed that way, right? Like to focus on what we don't want. And so I'm like, well, that's why you getting exactly what it is that you getting. Remember what I said, the universe, it does not know the distinguishing difference between what you say yes to and what you say no to. So there she is, she telling me, all the types of, guys that, she don't want, what she don't want to attract, and she is actually attracting what she don't want to attract. Because it's like, if you keep on saying you are going to run into that pole, honey, you're gonna run into that pole, because everything, your energy, the vibration, the frequency, which equals alignment, your ass is gonna be through the pole, okay? And so I told her, I said, all right, write down what it is that you do want. So here she is. She writing down, she wants somebody that's loving, wants somebody that's kind, wants somebody that's understanding, want somebody that's faithful. Okay, want somebody that is healthy. Want somebody that works out. Right? So she comes up with this list, right? Let's just say this is her list. She comes up with this list. So I'm like, all right, so in order for you to have this ideal person, because this person do exist, you have to become that person. Okay, you have to work out. You say you want somebody that is working out, somebody that is healthy, somebody that's understanding, somebody that's kind, somebody that's loving. You have to become this person. Oftentimes, people don't become what they say they want is because it's uncomfortable, because they've been doing it for so many years and it's so familiar to them. You could say, I remember I got this from my mentor, one of my mentors, Bob Proctor. He said, you could set an alarm clock by somebody and they'll be doing the same exact thing from the moment they wake up until, the end of the day, so to speak, right? Because it's habit, it's the paradigm, is the story that they keep on telling themselves. And so why was my friend attracting guys that was cheating, that was that didn't have time for her? It seemed like the reason why she was attracting guys like that is because it was a familiar story. See, when she was a child, when she was a kid, her father didn't have time, right? He was emotionally unavailable. Okay, he wasn't there, right? He was there, but it was like he really wasn't there. And so that felt familiar. This feels familiar. Her messing with guys that, you know, 1 minute when they first get in a relationship, they're available, but then the next moment they're not available, right? Also, cheating. She's seen her father cheat a lot. So she's, you know, attracting her dad, okay? And that's what it is. So you say you want something, you want to manifest that thing. For prime example, if I say I'm a YouTuber, remember this, honey, if you get nothing at all from me, okay? I am. Is this book called 3 Magic Words right here. Is a phenomenal read. Okay, now I didn't read the whole book. But this book, it talks about the prompters, okay? And the prompters is basically, I want to say stories. It's the stories that's in the subconscious mind, okay? Dr. Wayne Dyer had recommended this book. I remember when I was listening to a meditation on YouTube, and he brought up 3 Magic Words. And then the rapper, Nipsey Hussle, had this book on his reads, like, you know, the books that he liked to read. And I was like, this must be a sign from the universe that I need to get this book. Okay, and so I got this book. But this book, it talks a lot about the subconscious mind. It talks a lot about the prompters, you know, the stories that we tell ourselves. I'm going to wait until, you know, I have the fancy house, the fancy car, all the money in the bank, right? That meaningful relationship. If you are saying you're going to wait, your energy, vibration, and frequency is going to be off, because you just focusing on, you may just focus on what you don't have at the moment. And so, like, if I focus on, even it was times where, so I'm looking at I'm creating videos, right? And I'm looking at my numbers. If I'm focusing on my numbers, if I'm like, dang, you know, I got right now, you know, 1.3 million YouTube subscribers, right? Like, and I'm like, I want 1.4 million YouTube subscribers. If I'm just focusing and keep on looking at the numbers, that may discourage me. But if I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on the content, I'm just gonna focus on personal development, working on myself, I'm gonna focus on building meaningful relationships, I'm gonna focus on gratitude, I'm gonna focus on things that I can control, right? The only thing we can control is our perception. It's all according to how you see things. But do get this. If you are waiting until you have X, Y, and Z, chances are you may feel like you're not whole, right? Or chances are you may feel like, well, you know, once I get that thing, I'm going to be good enough. Once I get that house, I'm going to be good enough. And the truth of the matter is you are good enough. I was listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza, who talks about quantum physics. And one of the things he said was a lot of people, they are waiting for the house, the car, waiting for all these things outside of them. And then they're saying, well, I'm going to be good enough once I get there. And that's the type of energy and vibration and frequency that you are putting out into the universe. If you feel like you're not good enough, your reality and your energy and the vibration and the frequency, you're going to show up like you're not good enough. Okay? If you tell yourself constantly, I'm good enough, I'm worthy, right? Because it's changing the programming. It's changing your belief system. And through repetition, that is how you rechange and you create another programming. And I also got that from Bruce Lipton, okay? So that's how you change the programming, through repetition. But if you needy, honey, needy, some people there say, I need to be in a relationship. That's lack. That's lack. Why do you need to be in a relationship? Okay? I would like to be in a relationship, but I don't need to be in a relationship. Oftentimes people say they need to be in a relationship because they don't feel whole and complete without them being in a relationship. So you have to be the person that you desire to be, right? Ask yourself, how would the person with 3 million YouTube subscribers, how would she show up? Honey, how would she show up? Okay, how would the person that live in their house have all the money, honey, so much money they can't even spend in this lifetime? Okay, how would that person show up? Right? And oftentimes people like, well, I can't be there because that's like faking it. No, that's you getting into alignment with the person that you desire to be. It's not you faking it. What you faking is somebody else's damn belief system. That's what you faking, because that's not even your belief system, honey. You don't got that belief system from somebody else. It's not even yours. Okay? That's what you're faking. Okay? Be the person you desire to be. And so how I manifest, I focus on what I do want. Instead of saying, oh, one day I'm going to be a YouTuber. No, I take massive action. I create the YouTube videos, I create the channel, and I start being exactly what I said I am. Okay? Remember, anything you say after I am, that's what you become. So it's about awareness, and the key, that is like really the key ingredient. Awareness, because whatever it is that you are aware of, honey, you can change it. Okay? When you see that you are at an alignment, okay, then you could get right back in alignment. Once you see you at an alignment, you have a choice. We all have choices. Pay attention to what you want. Pay attention to what you don't want. Remember, the universe don't know the distinguishing difference between what you say yes to and what you say no to. This analysis from a YouTuber, I can't think of her name, but I remember she said it's like you call to place an order, right? Probably with Domino's or something. And you tell them like exactly what it is that you want on your pizza, right? And they like, all right, in 20 minutes, your pizza will be done. You have to, first of all, and also with manifesting, you have to be very detailed oriented. You can't just be like, well, I want a lot of money, because the universe, it has such a phenomenal sense of humor. You may be walking down the street and you see 25 cents on the floor. You gotta be detailed. So what I like to say is, I am so happy and grateful I have $10,000. I am so happy and grateful I am a millionaire. You say a specific number, because that is what you are going to manifest. You don't say, well, I'm so happy. You have to be very detailed, right? So back to the example with the pizza. So when you order your pizza, you say, yes, I would like to, have sausage and pepperoni and extra cheese, whatever it is that you like, honey. And Domino's may say, all right, well, this is going to take like 30 minutes or so. 30 minutes, okay, you're going to wait, right? You're not going to call them right back and be like, well, I just placed an order. I know you said 30 minutes and it's been 10 minutes, right? Because the people at Domino's, they may like hang up on you or be like, what the hell is wrong with this person, right? We told you that it's going to be 30 minutes, not 10. And so that's the same analysis as the universe. You have to put it out and let the universe work its magic. The moment you like, well, it's not coming. Is it coming? It's not coming. Is it coming? It's not coming. In the words of Abraham Hicks, what she say is, you putting out split energy. Okay? You say you want it, but you focusing on the lack of not having it. Like some people, they say they want to lose weight, but they keep on looking in the mirror and they doing everything. They eating healthy, they exercising, but they start focusing on, oh, I'm not, I thought I would be further much along. I thought I would have at least lost 20 pounds, okay? And they've been probably doing this for only 2 weeks. But they focusing on what it is that they don't want. Right? So you can't say you want prosperity and keep on looking at your banking account and saying, damn, it ain't here yet, right? Because that's the energy that you're going to put out. And so with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this video. I know this video, it felt like I've been talking forever. I love you guys. I love you. And I catch you guys on the next one.